Salisbury Center, we are ready for our next fight. Making his way to the cage and fighting out of the red corner, it's Johnny Anglin.
Well, hello, friends, and welcome back for another fight here in Cagezilla 86. We are coming through with a very interesting matchup here to start us off with the second fight of the day. Brett, what are you seeing from down there?
Yeah, no, Johnny Anglin, independent fighter, came in quite a bit overweight, so I'm hoping he's going to be feeling good stepping into the cage here. But nonetheless, 23 years old, 5'9", and he was supposed to come in at the 145-pound mark. But once again, independent fighters, sometimes you never can really tell what they're going through, and sometimes they don't really understand the whole process. And Cagezilla, you know, we're giving them that feel of the pros, you know, and so they have to jump through all the correct hoops to make sure that they you know, make weight, get all their docs in, and so maybe it's just a learning curve from him. Hopefully on the next go around he's going to be good to go. But yeah, once again, looking forward to see John Anglin here make his debut.
Yeah, and credit, of course, to the fighter that he's facing off against, willing to be able to fight up basically a weight class here because of that mishap on Anglin's part. Hopefully, we're still going to get a really interesting, well-matched fight.
Let's get the blue corner in here. Come on.
And his opponent, making his way to the cage and fighting out of the blue corner, it's Roman Hinson.
Roman, on the other hand, coming from ex-combat wrestling trap with Coach X there behind him. And yeah, he was excited. He didn't hesitate one bit. He was ready to take this fight at any weight class. And look at him, looking lean and mean, ready to go, excited to get in here and make his debut. So yeah, you know, whenever you get a guy like Roman who takes the fight nonetheless, you know, you can tell he's been putting in the work. He didn't come all the way out here to the Salisbury Center yesterday to weigh in and not fight, right? He came in to make his statement, and that's exactly what Roman plans on doing here. 20 years old, 5'9" as well. So both of these guys standing at 5'9", so even in height, and should have been even in weight. But yeah, we'll see what Roman brings to the Cagezilla cage here tonight.
Well, I'll tell you from that physique right here, Brent, I'm not too worried about Roman being in a strength deficit versus John Anglin. Sometimes if a fighter's a little bit bigger, they can easily overpower somebody who's beyond their weight class. But here, Roman looks fired up, ready to go, and I think he's going to take the fight to Hinson incredibly well.
Yeah, I'm expecting this fight to basically be mostly hands. When I talked to Roman yesterday, he said, I'm a striker. That's what I like to do. I like to throw hands. And Johnny Anglin basically said the same thing. So I don't really anticipate a whole lot of grappling here. I think these guys are going to just stand and trade, and that's always an interesting fight when they do that. Let's go down to Chris now for the official ring introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the Cagezilla Featherweight division. It is brought to you by our friends at Southland Insulators, insulation expertise that you can count on. And now, starting out, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'9" and weighing in at 153 pounds, he is an independent fighter. It's Johnny Anglin! And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'9" and weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of ex-combat wrestling traps, it's Roman, the Sniper Hinson! Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for three-minute rounds in Cagezilla Featherweight division. It is brought to you by Southland Insulators, and your referee is Gabe Balajit.
All right, and with this fight getting underway, I really do hope, Brooke, that your reading of the situation holds true, because I do love a good striking fight, especially as we saw Aaron Knoll, our first striker of the evening, get absolutely pummeled in the 30 seconds by Ryanel Cornati.
Yeah, well, looks like they're definitely trading. I saw some kicks, but now it looks like Anglin, maybe he's going to try and actually go to some wrestling. Make me look ridiculous. That's okay.
That being said, he's dived in a little bit too deep. Is going to be able to get a wrenching takedown, but has been stuck inside of this underarm headlock for a while now. And even though Hinson is on the bottom here, I don't know how much of an issue that is. Finally, we are going to see Anglin get that neck free, but he can't really get the ground and pound right now with the full guard that is currently being pushed by Roman Hinson.
Yeah, that's the issue. Once you go for that guillotine, if you don't really have it, you end up on bottom. And position is everything here in the fight. And so now Anglin, top position. But Roman working pretty smart, keeping good wrist control. But here he goes, turning his back. That's not good.
That was a disastrous call. And now look at this. Anglin can put this one away in a very similar manner as that first fight within the first round. And this is tough. Hinson trying to find leverage, trying to buck those hips to try to get out of this lock, but he's got to weather the storm for 2 minutes. And I just don't think he has the leverage to actually score him free versus the red corner.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's got to fight the hands. He's not really doing that, or pushing the elbow up off of. There he goes. And now he's on top. Let's see if Roman can get a little offense going for himself.
Some nice ground and pound there from the top position from Roman.
Absolutely, and I don't think that Anglin saw this one coming. A little bit less of a defensive stance than what we were seeing out of Hinson when he found himself on the bottom. The question is, can Anglin actually find his own way out of this one? Those flailing hands trying to prevent the ground and pound from occurring now means that Hinson's able to advance up the torso of Anglin, and this is giving a lot of opportunities for big hammer fists, and I think Anglin is fading fast.
Yeah. Capturing mount position, putting some serious beat down on him. Oh man, Anglin taking some punishment, and the ref has seen enough. Great stuff.
Unbelievable performance there from Roman the Sniper Hinson. Wow.
And he let's not. It's worth mentioning, he took this fight with John coming in more than 7 pounds overweight. So great stuff from Roman. I mean, John came in at a weight class up, and really was not disciplined in his weight cut. Roman took the fight nonetheless, and great to see him get that victory.
Yeah, you look at that replay here, just how dominant of a position Hinson was eventually able to enforce there. Incredible showing from this young fighter, and I can't wait to see more.
Yeah, I think if Anglin can be a little bit more disciplined, maybe get on with, a more professional outfit, a school that is familiar with these kind of events, that would help him, because he showed some skill there, I mean, he had Roman in a very good position there at start, but he just couldn't hold it.
Well, they both had the same position, right? Like, he was in top guard in the offensive position. He could have, imposed his will. But when Roman got that position, he really made it count. He transitioned to the mount position and was able to put the punishment on to get the ref to stop the fight. Let's send it down to Chris to make this one official.
Salisbury Center referee Gabe Balajian has called a stop to the action just 2 minutes and 2 seconds into the very first round for your winner by TKO due to strikes out of the blue corner. It's Roman Hinson.
Congratulations to Roman Hinson on an incredible victory here in Cagezilla 86. We're going to throw it to a quick break, and when we return, we have more MMA action.